Hey everyone, it's Jacob. Today we're going to travel out to visit the dwarf planet Pluto and its moon Charon. Pluto is a small, icy world that lives out in the distant reaches of the solar system, where the temperature on the surface averages around negative 370 degrees Fahrenheit. That's cold enough to freeze nitrogen into ice, which coats 98% of Pluto's frigid surface. One of its most recognizable features, the heart-shaped Tombau Regio, is an enormous plain of nitrogen ice stretching 620 miles across. The large glacier is bordered by 11,000-foot mountains of water ice that rest against the nitrogen like gigantic icebergs. The rest of Pluto's equator is circled by a darker region, known as Cthulhu Macula, which is covered in rust-colored ices known as tholins, which are enriched with organic compounds. Pluto also experiences seasons similar to the Earth, both due to its extreme 120-degree tilt, and also changes in its orbital distance, which varies between 30 and 50 times the orbital distance of the Earth, sometimes even crossing orbits with the planet Neptune. This leads the planet to go through cycles where ice sublimates off one hemisphere and then refreezes on the other, producing a surprisingly large atmosphere of nitrogen around the small world. Some of that atmosphere even extends 12,000 miles out to its moon Charon, where it freezes onto the moon's surface, forming the dark region known as Mordor Macula, located on Charon's northern hemisphere. Charon is also home to the deepest chasms and steepest cliffs of the solar system. The biggest of the chasms, Argo Chasma, is about 5.5 miles deep. That's over 5 times as deep as the Grand Canyon on Earth. Interestingly, Pluto and Charon are actually similar enough in size that they orbit one another around a common center of mass, rather than one around the other. There are also 4 smaller moons that orbit Pluto and Charon, known as Styx, Nix, Kerberos, and Hydra, all small and similar to icy asteroids. To this day, our knowledge of the little system is rather limited, as its distance from Earth makes it pretty difficult to study. Much of what we know about Pluto and Charon is thanks to the New Horizons spacecraft, which flew by Pluto in 2015. It'll probably be a really long time before we ever get to visit Pluto again, but New Horizons returned enough data that much of it is still being researched, and will continue to keep us fascinated for decades to come.